Hey everybody, it's Garrett and Katie, and be a different thoughts on Thursday. Katie's got to get up kind of early, and so we decided not to do the live tomorrow because that would be just really early. Not just for us, but for what we were thinking about doing. So we've received over the last year a number of questions as to what types of cigars we like. Well, we haven't, especially me, haven't smoked cigars, like real cigars, for a while. Katie hasn't smoked, but I think, one actual cigar, maybe two.
Whatever ones you've handed me.
All right, so she's tasted one and smoked a whole nother one. And those were extremely mild cigars. But over the last year, we've accumulated some.
Thanks, guys.
I got my new little Tupperware here because my previous humidor, which is this little guy from Mr. Brogg, although cute, doesn't maintain a seal very well. I was getting concerned about its humidity level. But this thing is sealed and it's actually quite nice. It's a Scotty, just like the lighter I've been testing. So far they're winning, although the quality of the cutters have me questioning some things.
You'll notice it's already full.
Yeah, no, I had to get another humidor because there was no room in that little one. But so we're just going to grab one and smoke it, or Katie's going to try to smoke it, and we're going to see how things go. So this is just, if this isn't what you're interested in, I'm sorry. You don't have to watch. But we're going to give you some thoughts on Thursday on some cigars. Katie likes Latakia, which is pretty rich, but there is no cigar equivalent to Latakia that I know of. So I would tell you to find a rich one, like a dark one. Darker tends to be richer from what I remember. Now, yeah, the fatter the cigar, the more of the other components outside of the leaf is going to be. So even though the outside wrapper may be one color, that they may look the same, they may not taste the same. So it's going to be kind of a grab bag, and then we have to decide how you want to cut it. We have a variety of cutters.
Are these the same or different lengths? The labels are the same.
They are the same.
Oh.
So the fatter one will have more of the filler ingredient versus less and more of the wrapper leaf.
Well, I guess I would say I'll take one that there's more than one of, so that if I don't like it, you can have the other.
No. Whatever you like. It's fine.
I don't know that I like any of these, so
okay.
I'm going to go with what's the least wasteful. Just in case.
Okay. I'm going to go for something in the middle of the road. Maybe, I don't know. What'd you grab? This one's extremely popular. They say it tastes nice. I don't know much about it. It is the Fat Bottom Betty. This is, I think, from the same company. And this is their factory smokes, but it's a little darker. The flavor might be a little richer.
Okay.
Just as a point of contention, I don't know if you want to consider that. I'm not telling you what to pick. I'm a big fan of choices. Katie will tell you anytime we go out to eat, I'll pick 2 things and then I'll pick 6 more things.
I thought I was going to sneeze, but I did not.
So.
I already picked one.
Okay. we'll stick with the Fat Bottom Betty. And we've been provided with too many choices. I'm going to go with the Rocky Patel Decade. It's the 10th anniversary. And just in the time it took us to choose that, the hydrometer, or yeah, the scale to measure how humid it is in there, dropped 10%. So the cut can affect the way that the smoke travels through the leaf. There is the punch cut, which just goes dead center. It's usually good for really small cigars, because you don't end up messing up any of that. It's simple, it's small. This gives you a nice broad cut. It's a V cut. It's supposed to kind of somewhere in between the punch and then the flat cut, which that'll be.
I guess I'll do a little punch.
Punch?
Sure.
Okay. I don't have a preference, so.
I definitely don't.
Alright. So now you're going to get a little bit of that leaf, so just like get your tongue wet or put your finger and get that out of there. Or I don't know, what my dad always did was just start puffing on it dry and then spit out the leaf. So push out the little poop at the end of the punch.
Okay.
And clean it out. Alright.
What do you think, Ruffles? What's it gonna do? What the hell is this? This is not a treat. No. Not for you.
I mean, it is a treat, but
not for her.
So I've never had a V cut before, so I'm going to try that. But it's on a box press. Wow, hey, you know, I'm here too. Thanks. Oh boy, that did not go well. Alright, I'm going to try this V cut. I can tell you I like the taste of that already. You tried that one?
No?
Just like that. And then if you get in the end, just spit it out. Because once you start trying to get it lit, you start trying to stoke it.
Okay.
Alright. So then you're going to take this and, well, there's two methods. You can use any kind of lighter, any kind of soft flame, a little harder. Some people like to do this toasting the foot.
I always see the dudes at Pipe Club roast the shit out of them first.
Yeah.
And start puffing on them.
Trouble is you want an even burn, and this is they call box press. So I don't know the best method. I'm sure somebody watching does, and they'll have 75 comments.
I'm sure already. We've already got a laundry list of atrocities. I wouldn't be surprised.
The show goes on, folks, because we're going to continue to have some. I do believe this came from Stumbos, and that also came from Stumbos.
Imitating what Steve did the other day.
Flavors will get smoother a little further down. But one thing that'll be in your favor is cigars go really well with a beer. Do you need a beer?
I have some. This isn't half bad.
And the air filter's mad at us. You don't have to do that.
There's big hunks from the stuff that was wrapped around the side. I don't want the holes in the carpet.
I think I will actually get something to drink real quick.
I'll take another beer.
Okay. 2 beers it is.
I got it lit all the way across. Not just on half. I think. Yep. Alright. First one's a success.
Heck yeah.
Why, thank you.
Something I learned from my dad is that cigar is best enjoyed with a beverage. It's also best enjoyed on the porch.
Living room ain't bad.
Yeah, it's wicked cold outside.
It
this
is.
time of year.
It rained earlier. It's very wet and cold. Ruffles tracked in mud.
Here, I don't know if YouTube will flag this because we have beers, but it's not made for kids. Yeah, those flavors go good together. Haven't done this since my dad was alive.
No, you've had a few with your brother.
With a beer, I have.
I've tried some then and not liked them.
My brother only buys cigars he likes, which I mean, that's a good practice because they're so expensive.
That was back when I was still smoking cigarettes and inhaling everything. That was not pleasant.
The cigars, when I looked it up, that was recommended for people who like Latakia are called cheroots. They're like the Toscanos, the dark-fired, Italian dark-fired.
Mm.
They don't have to be humidified.
All right. Do you smoke so much?
Yes.
Right in my face?
Well, the filter is right behind you. Yeah, it's starting to smooth out now. Should show off this ashtray we got from Stumbo, from the Stumbos. James Stumbo made this. It's a cigar rest with an ashtray, so you can let it rest there and the ashes just fall just so. Works out nicely.
So you tap it or just let it fall or what?
Just every now and then give it a little tap if you don't want it. If you're outside or whatever, then just let it fall. But in the house here, I would say just a little tap, make sure the ashes are still tight. When you make pipe mud, they say to use cigar ash because it burns so cleanly. You rotate as you smoke if you can. This is a square one, so it's a little weird for me because heat rises, and if you don't rotate it, you'll get this. See in mine, there's this uneven burn already.
Yeah.
Go ahead and force the issue.
It's not awful.
That one's pretty popular, especially with the ladies at the smoke lounge. The ones who do smoke cigars, they like those.
Okay.
They get the little ones.
I think the Guinness might be too dark for this.
I don't know how accurate my dad's info growing up is, but I mean, you only know what you've been taught. So I would tell you that this Rocky Patel, this decade, the 10th anniversary, this tastes just like the, I think it was the red label, Don Kiki's we used to order by the case. And we'd go through 3 cases a month, 3 or 4 cases of cigars a month. Or boxes. There was, if we got the cheapos, the ones that didn't come with a band or whatever, some of them did. We went through much less because we did not enjoy it as much.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting to like it at all.
I wasn't expecting to hear anything positive. But we've been graciously provided with a really high-grade assortment. The one benefit to these is that they don't need as much attention as smoking a pipe. There's not as much accessory or attention required.
Sit here and read.
To read, talk about the day, or in the case of the folks at the pipe club or at the smoke lounge, talk about what grinds your gears, and just go on and on about that. The lighter we're using is a MK. It looks like a short bic, which is what I thought it was because it said soft flame, but it is not. It's a torch, but I got a case of them for like $25, and there was a lot of them in there. And I've shipped off some to cigar smokers in the YTPC because I don't smoke enough to need more than one lighter. They are refillable, and so far pretty reliable and great for candles. If you wish to give it a try.
Maybe. It's soaking wet?
No, it's a little wet.
Mine is dry.
I'm sure yours is dry. I'm not. I have a wet palate. I'm sorry.
That does have a nice flavor.
Yeah. So does this in a different way.
Yeah. Not bad.
I'd almost say this is flavored. I'll have to look that up. So compared to your previous experiences,
Much better.
let's see. See what we can find about the fat bottom bedding. It's from Drew Estate. The name is crazy, the packaging is bizarre, the sizes are, well, less than traditional. Ah, it has a Maduro wrapper that is exotic and aromatic. These cigars will deliver wave after wave of delicious Drew Estate flavor, even though they are not infused. It's naturally sweet and very easy on the nose. Yeah. And there's the price for a box of 10 of what you have.
Alrighty.
$104.99 for a box of 10.
$10 cigar.
And that is where the economy of pipe tobacco does win. Now, I thought there might be two of these in here, but I think this might be the only one of these.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. It is good, though.
That is good. I would smoke that.
Maybe I'll have to find a really rich one for you, or just grab one of those Toscanos. They're considerably cheaper. See if that whole cheroot idea works for you. So do you agree with my dad's analysis that cigars go best with a beer?
Sure. I haven't had them with any other beverages. Just go to a beer.
Well, there's a flavor you only get with beer, really. So one of the things he taught me was that once you get down to about the band, just pour a little bit down where you've got it cut, and it'll infuse some of that flavor into there and cool down the tobacco. Also, you'll get less of your own saliva being smoked back at you.
Or you could not.
I have, even my lips are wet. You've kissed me, you know this.
Not like that. I don't get it.
It's not like I'm chewing on it or anything, but
Feels like it.
I know. Yeah, this is, I don't know. It's also very soft on the palate compared to like some pipe tobaccos. the flavors are heavy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
This is more neutral, like if a Virginia blend was less sweet.
Mm.
I will say I have a couple cigar blends, and the two that I enjoy the most, this is nothing like. Grey Ghost and Billy Budd Blonde. Both are from Cornell and Deal. Which is probably what I should have been smoking while I was having my issue with my palate, because it's so neutral. Something interesting is going on with this one.
What?
As the heat reaches down, it's rounding out. It's condensing and rounding out instead of continuing to be box pressed, like the box shape. See? I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas.
Yes. We sure did.
Yes, we did. But the tree is going to stay up for a few more days.
Days. Try weeks.
And because we're going to have another Christmas here coming up with all the kids.
Yep.
Open the rest of the presents that are under the tree. I will hopefully not spend that one under the weather.
Hopefully not. Gonna help eat all those snacks.
Yeah, that was weird. You guys ever sat in a room smelling all the smells of people cooking and then not eat it? It's I'm too much of a fat kid for that to be the case normally. Oh, is that yummy food I smell? Now, there is one cigar I heard of recently that you're supposed to leave the band on and smoke it.
Huh.
It's called Leaf. I guess the band is made of a leaf.
Leaf?
Yeah.
Alright. Hi, Ruffles. And she's being a big old baby because of the fireworks.
Yeah. Our neighborhood takes no shortage of opportunity to light off fireworks.
Every chance they get. There'll be random fireworks every night from here till a week after New Year's.
Oh man, if the Avalanche win, there's fireworks. If the Nuggets win, there's fireworks. If the Broncos win, there's fireworks. If there's a holiday, there's fireworks. If someone gets their car running, there's fireworks. I swear to God.
New Year's is always a blast. Our poor dog barks.
Oh yeah, because it's 3 days before New Year's. From then until like 5 days afterwards.
Last year she did a little better.
Cinco de Mayo, there's definitely fireworks.
Yes. First year we got her, she did nothing but bark for like 4 hours straight. I felt so bad. Nothing to be done, really.
Fireworks aren't allowed here, but it doesn't stop people.
They're not legal here. It still doesn't stop people. Like, let alone the HOA rules. They're not legal to shoot off in the city. And they still do.
We're also not supposed to smoke in the house here, which is weird because we own the house.
Yeah.
HOA rules. Weird. It's written in there.
It's also written in there if you smoke weed, you have to do it in the house.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
know.
Are they going to come by and smell? Oh, that's not weed. Get your ass outside.
I don't know. I'm not also allowed to carry my gun where it's inside of anyone.
Oh, yep. It's all right. Next step will be some land in the house, hopefully.
Some year.
Working on it, slowly but surely. No, you're gonna take your paw fluff. Fine.
Yeah, this old humidor, the Bovita packs I put in there just a month ago, they're supposed to last. They're the big ones. They're supposed to last a little while. They were bone dry to a crisp.
Well then.
So I'm glad that I moved everything to this new one.
Yeah, that's a good combo. You don't want to keep any separate for your next round of pipe mud?
No, I have activated charcoal for that.
Hmm.
A little cleaner. Well, guaranteed to be more than a little cleaner, and it holds a little better. I use Cane Rod Piper's recipe for pipe mortar. It seems to hold up very, very well.
I'm pleased with myself. I've kept this thing evenly lit.
There you go. This one's relatively even. A little bit of an angle to it. Maybe next time we sit down with Steve, you could.
Oh, I can go to the humidor and pick one out. I haven't had a reason to go into the humidor yet.
The humidor is bigger than the rest of the dang store. Huge selection of pipe tobacco, but it's relegated to some closets built into the wall, and none of that's humidified.
Closets with windows.
Yes, locking doors, windows.
You can see it all.
I am often caught perusing those for long periods of time. So have you noticed the flavors start to change as you burn them down a little farther?
Not really.
I've had some where that's the case. I haven't had the Fat Bottom Betty, so I don't know. Let's see, this one.
Well, there's another one in there.
Yep, and a couple others from that line as well. I don't know the difference between infused and an actual flavored cigar. I would assume infused means that they soak it in something before, after, or during they wrap it, whereas flavored maybe they spray it on.
Maybe it's if it was part of the tobacco before they went to roll it. If they added in the rolling process, or if it was added to the tobacco beforehand.
So my go-to for years has been the Al Capones. But those are
Those are not great.
that's just the end bit on where the filter is on those. I get the ones with filters that has the alcohol soaked in. They're a budget cigar. I mean, they come in a little plastic case.
True.
And I smoke so little of those that one case lasts me like a year. The first time my kids saw me light up one of those, Dad, you're smoking? Yes, but it's not like you think. It's not a cigarette. I know it looks like one. It's not one. Although the Capones have, now that they have that, what do you call it? It's not artificial tobacco, but like it's like a cigarette. So it's ground to a powder and then compressed into like, they make paper, a pulp.
Gross.
It's so that they can more uniformly make it, right? And the experience has changed on those since they started doing that.
Huh.
I think this video might be long enough. How about you?
Probably.
So, you guys got to see Katie try a cigar. This is a rare event.
Yes. At least a couple years.
Usually this is not something Katie volunteers to do, so when she brought it up as a possibility to do tonight, I was like, oh, well, that's what we got to do.
Well, if I remember correctly, we got this pack of cigars and a few other things for part of our wedding thing from the Stembos, so.
We got this stand that actually goes with it, with the fat bottom Betty.
Mm-hmm. Remember the box.
And we got this cutter. It's also a rest.
Seems rude not to dig into it.
And there's been many a question on what kind of cigar Katie prefers.
I'll have to try a few and figure it out after you smoke a whole bunch of those down. There's nowhere to stick them.
Yeah, no. I don't smoke very often. I don't smoke cigars very often.
This, I don't think this will be a very often thing, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I find something that's just amazing one of these days. We shall see.
I was always told you shouldn't retrohale a cigar, but I find myself wanting to. I just tried it.
Oh, I haven't even thought to do that or had an inclination to do that yet.
Yep, nope, there it goes. Oh.
I'm not gonna.
Ha! Wow.
Oh, I already felt like I had sneezes coming on. I'm good.
Oh. Thought I did that on video. Oh. I'm awake now.
I'm clear.
I'm awake. All right. Well, after that, you guys have a great, great day. Katie will be working. I'm supposed to be on PTO, but I'm willing to bet I end up working. And because I did something in a past life to deserve this, so I don't really get days off. No one cares. I just get to charge PTO and do a little less. But I hope you guys have a great day. And we're moving forward towards the new year. So see you next time. Good night. Or, yeah, bye.